Yo, what is up YouTube, man? Today we are talking about a badge that probably doesn't get the credit it deserves, and that is Grace Under Pressure. If you guys have no idea what this badge does, it basically gives you a boost to your make percent. When you take those standing awkward layups under the rim, whether you're a guard or center, it works for you. Unlike something like Pro Touch where you have to time it to get the boost, you're getting this boost even if you have layup timing on and you time it bad. Most people are going to rock in ace, you don't got to worry about that. It's just giving you a nice boost every shot you take. Now, it is tied in with the close shot rating, so the better your close shot, the more likely you are to get those shots to go in. Plus, the higher rating, you can get Grace Under Pressure, which will boost it even more. Now, one reason this badge is a little bit better than you're thinking is because centers this year have a very high efficiency at mashing. And what I mean by that is when you get a rebound in the past, it would be bad to get a standing layup animation under the rim. You would miss those a lot of the time. You would see bigs run it out and give it to their guard, but this year it is a very efficient shot because mouse in the house, because Grace Under Pressure, because close shot, just because the way the game is played, even as a bailout option. If your guard is boxed, you can just give it to the big and he can make something happen in the paint. Now, real quick, this guy already fouled me. Man, you're gonna see, I'm gonna hop in game chat. I'm gonna beg him not to foul out. Now, in this gameplay right here, all I'm doing is trying to show you the efficiency that I'm able to hit these standing layups under the rim. Now, I will say it does help to be taller. I'm on a 7'3" center, so this badge is the best for my build. If you're like a 6'6" guard and you have high close shot, it's not gonna be the most important badge, but it definitely does help. You have to remember that a lot of players have a 5'9" guard, so if you're on the twos, for some reason you end up in the paint and one of the small tiny guards with no defense is on you, Grace Under Pressure is gonna help you hit those every single time that you would possibly miss. Turn your 8 out of 10 efficiency into a 10 out of 10. This guy right here, he gets me with a nice three-pointer. Now, this dude is not another center, but he does have lock takeover. He's a two-way threat. I'm sure he has Intimidator on Hall of Fame, and as you are going to see, it is not making a difference. Now, if you're somebody that likes to post hook as well, this isn't the biggest deal in the world, but when you do those really close post hooks, it actually gives a boost to that. Another thing with this badge too, and this guy goes for a steal. Man, I just know since he got that steal, he's going to start reaching like crazy. He's going to end up fouling out. I'm not going to be able to finish the video. Cross my fingers. Early's a layup. I never recommend turning on your layup timing. Even me who does post hooks, I don't need layup timing on to do that. I can still time them with the joystick however I want with X, and I can still have my layups on in A. Another thing about Grace Under Pressure too is if you're looking at the top right with my badges popping up, this badge never pops up. It's one of those badges that I wouldn't believe it actually works, but you did see 2K Labs did test it. It does give you a boost. Now, the boost on this badge is nothing crazy. It's not like having Hall of Fame sniper, but if you want to be truly dominant in the paint, if you want to be a quote-unquote post scorer, you definitely want to put this badge on. This guy gets me with another 3 right here. Now, for this challenge, I'm really trying to get as many of those standing layups as I can. He fouls again. You're going to see he starts just backing up in the paint. I could take 3s if I was worried about losing the game, but I'm not worried in the slightest. I know my defense is going to be there. He knows what I'm going to do. I'm actually letting go of right trigger or R2 if you're on PlayStation 5 just to make sure I don't get any dunk animations, just to show you guys how many of these I can actually hit. He fouls again, man. That's 3. Eventually, I think after this play, you're going to see my mic comes on. I'm begging him. I missed that right there. Now, this is not an automatic badge. You know, like I said, this guy probably has Intimidator Hall of Fame. He's not a baby. You know, if it was a 5'9", I could hit those layups no matter what badges I had on. But since he does have defense, if I take bad shots, he gets a nice contest. It is viable to miss. but at the same time, he knows exactly what I'm gonna do, and I'm still dominating with it. That speaks to the badge itself right here. Three-pointer. My defense is looking bad. Like I've said before, playing this 1v1 court, that is one tough thing about it. If you're somebody that can get threes, it doesn't matter if you play against post scorers. You can use that to your advantage and win some games right here. 6%. It's all NAs. Like I said, don't turn timing on. You don't need it. Get a little bump steal right here. That is clutch. I was worried he was going to go straight into a frustration foul over his head. He's there. Not there enough, though. That one's open. It's really crazy how different, like, you go from getting a 6% to an open to another 5%. They're all pretty much the same shots. I'm basically doing standing layups over his head. This is definitely going to come in handy too when you play against other 7-3s. It is not the easiest thing in the world to do those standing layups over other 7-3s. That's really the only build in the game that can truly stop a 7-3 no matter what mode you're on. This guy goes to the corner. I let him shoot because I didn't think he had time. He ties it up 12-12. And here it is, man. Post-scoring takeover. You would think he's feeling confident. He has the game in the bag. And he fouls out, man. He fouls out. I don't know why. Every time I try to record for one of these videos, they just reach like crazy. I know what I'm doing is toxic, but I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. And let me just show you guys some highlights to finish it out. A little chase down over his head right there. He goes in. I get the board. Little standing dunk. Let me switch it up right here. Again, chase down. I do get chase down Hall of Fame on this 7-3 build. It saves me in situations where I get beat over his head again, man. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. This is Tonic. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.